Hi, I'm Val Snow. I'm from a polygamist cult known as the Order or the Kingston Group. I actually left that group when I was 23, and I say left, but I got kicked out for my sexuality and because I was dating men, and they made my dad made a public scene about it. He actually told everyone, like he showed up at my work and there was people around, and he's like, because you're dating guys, um, and actually, he didn't even say dating. He said, because you're sleeping with guys, then I've moved all your stuff in the motel, room 105, and you don't have to worry about your mom or your brother and sisters that you've been taking care of because they got a new brother that's going to take your place. So that was a lot for me. And to be kicked out. He told me that my younger siblings were no longer safe with me because of my own sexuality. And I was like, that's there's they're not safe with me. I've been raising them since they were a child. Like I literally paid child support for years for my own sibling. I paid for them to go to school, for the private school. I raised them. So I think, but I know that it was just because he had a point to prove, because the night before I had kind of told him off about how he wasn't a very good dad. But that's kind of where I'm from, and that's why I left. And I had a full-time job at 14 because my dad said I needed to start paying rent and supporting the household at 14, and they were going to charge me whether I was making money or not. So I was going to be in debt at 14. And so he worked it out so I could have a full-time job. So I didn't actually get an education. And so when I was leaving, it was very scary because I had no high school. So eventually I would get after I left, I got my GED, and I went to Job Corps and I did the culinary arts program at Job Corps. And I still want to further my education more. Um, but I actually haven't. I've just been trying to survive since I got out. Uh, and it's been quite a process just discovering myself and learning to accept myself, and learning that the God that they told me about that didn't love me for who I am, that's not a real version of God for me. And I had to just, I guess, find my own truth, because everything I was told was a lie. And it was hard leaving at 23, and there was no return on all the investment that I put, because I put in all my time, my talents, everything for this cult. Finding out it was a cult was a hard truth to take too. Yeah. So for years I just wanted to pretend I was normal. That I was just like everyone else. I was not from a cult. So I would be living in fear, I guess, because I was afraid that if people found out, then um I don't know, that maybe I wouldn't have any other personality. That's the only thing we'd talk about. And I just wanted to be normal for like 5 minutes. But eventually, like today, where I'm at is I don't want to live in fear. I don't. I'm not ashamed of who I am. Uh, I'm married to a man, and I accept my sexuality, and it's taken years for me to get to that point because of my upbringing. And I just, I don't want to be normal. I think each of us is unique, and hell, I'm a goddamn unicorn. It's like, and so are you. So I want to be my truest self, whatever that looks like. I don't know where not living in fear is going to take me, but I'm done being afraid to be my authentic self, and being afraid to go on business adventures or vacations, or even just living my life. I'm not going to uh, hide away who I really am anymore. So I started kind of doing my own little side business. And like I said, I don't know if it's going to be successful, but it's really fun. And what I do is I have these little unicorn boxes. They are, I just like boxes. So I thought that I would put like something with a magnet together. And when you open it, it says, "You're a goddamn unicorn, one unique individual." And then it also comes with a magnet that says, "Your uniqueness is a superpower. Remember, you're a masterpiece in progress. Speak to yourself with kindness and allow your brilliance to shine." And I just think it's important because I started doing this, and I gave one to my mom, for example, and she cried because there's nothing like you put a little personalized note in these boxes, and you give it to someone that's not really recognized. You appreciate them. We have like people like our mothers in our lives that we appreciate, and we don't always acknowledge that. And she cried because it was like, oh, you seen me, you appreciate me. And it's not anything super fancy other than I work with my aunt, and she makes these soaps. And so what's in them is just some personal care items like a soap, a sugar scrub, a candle, a bath bomb, a loofah, and then that positive message. And I'm still just experimenting. I've been enjoying making my own products. I make my own massage candles, and those are fun. But yeah, I just been enjoying to make my own stuff and trying to be more creative and not living in fear. And where that will take me, I don't know, but it'll be fun to find out. How I'm thriving in the real world now would be in relationships. The relationships I've had in the order were very much one-sided. Like, you do what I tell you to do. You bring to the table whatever I ask for. Now I have relationships that are more like we benefit each other. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. Like, I've learned so much about what a healthy relationship is. And I don't know, there's nothing more beautiful than relationships and even just friendships. So I feel like I thrive in my relationships. Another thing that I actually have a house. In the order, I never could own a property. It would never belong to me. It would belong to the church. So to have my own house that is mine it's quite the accomplishment. I just thank my sister Julie for that, helping me being my real estate agent. That was fun. I started a YouTube channel. I'll do lives every once in a while, and sometimes I'll do cooking videos. Sometimes I'll talk about the cult that I grew up in. It's kind of whatever I want. Like YouTube, it's just been a social outlet for me to just, I guess, discover how to accept my past and how to move forward. So yeah, you can check out my YouTube channel. It's Valiant Unicorn. Okay, so one thing I really looked back and regret was I was trying to be so perfect while I was in the order and be such a good kid and follow, like, straight and narrow. But I'm ready to make mistakes. I'm ready to live my life. And I should have been a bad kid. Remember, you're a goddamn unicorn. Bye-bye, guys.